So you're getting ready for a special educational needs head teacher interview.
Wow.
That's fantastic. We're diving deep into RoleCatcher's resources today
Guilty.
to give you a real leg up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just what you know,
Yeah.
but how you present it.
Right.
It's really important.
Absolutely. And you know what's so fascinating about the role of a special educational needs head teacher
Yeah.
is that it's multifaceted.
Okay.
It combines teaching expertise with leadership and a really deep commitment to inclusivity.
Yeah.
You'll be overseeing curriculum managing staff
Okay.
and making sure that the school is aligned with those national educational standards.
So RoleCatcher's Career Guide, it really paints a clear picture of the career path here.
Yeah.
You start as a special education teacher,
Right.
working directly with students
Yes.
and mastering those teaching strategies. As you gain experience, you might move into like a coordinator role,
Yeah.
supporting other teachers and overseeing programs. And then finally you reach the head teacher position,
Yes.
leading the whole school.
Leading the whole school. And it's a journey of increasing responsibility. And the job outlook is incredibly positive.
Oh, that's good.
The demand for special educational needs services is growing,
Yeah.
which means more opportunities for passionate educators like yourself.
That is really encouraging to hear.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the heart of our deep dive here.
Okay.
The interview questions.
All right.
These can really make or break your chances.
They really can.
So we need to make sure you're ready.
Absolutely. Each question is an opportunity to showcase your passion, your expertise, and your vision.
So let's start with this one from RoleCatcher's Interview Guide.
All right.
Can you tell us about your experience working with students with special educational needs? Seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's more nuanced than just listing
It is.
the types of needs you've encountered.
You're absolutely right. This is your chance to demonstrate a deep understanding of different learning disabilities,
Okay.
your assessment process, and the specific strategies that you use to support students.
So not just tell them,
Yeah.
show them.
Show them. Share a compelling anecdote about a student you help succeed.
So instead of just saying, I've worked with students with autism, you might say, I worked with a student with autism who was nonverbal. We implemented a visual communication system
Yes.
and saw significant improvements in their engagement and communication skills.
Exactly. Paint a vivid picture for them, highlighting your expertise and the impact you've had. They might even ask some follow-up questions like, what specific assessments did you use? Or how did you adapt the curriculum to meet this student's individual needs?
And that's where those individualized education plans, or IEPs, come into play, right?
Yes, they do.
RoleCatcher's Guide emphasizes their importance.
IEPs are crucial. They outline the student's unique needs, goals, and support strategies.
Okay.
The interviewer is going to want to know how you approach IEP development, implementation and review, and how you collaborate with parents, teachers, and specialists.
So be ready to share an example that really showcases your IEP expertise. Maybe a time when you had to get creative to meet a student's particularly unique needs.
Exactly.
Now, this next question from RoleCatcher focuses on inclusion.
All right.
How do you ensure that students with special educational needs feel included and valued in the school community? So this question goes beyond the classroom.
It does. It really does.
It's about creating a culture of belonging where every student feels respected and supported. Think about school-wide events, extracurricular activities, and how you foster positive peer interactions.
Right. So it's about making sure things like sports days, assemblies, and school plays are accessible to everyone.
And maybe implementing things like buddy systems and awareness campaigns.
Exactly. Be prepared to give specific examples of how you've promoted inclusion in the past. And what strategies you would implement as head teacher. They might even ask, what challenges have you faced in creating an inclusive environment and how did you overcome them?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
They want to see your problem-solving skills.
Right.
And your commitment to inclusivity.
Yes.
Even when things get tough.
Even when things get tough. Absolutely.
Speaking of challenges, there's another question in RoleCatcher's Guide that directly addresses them.
Right.
Can you tell us about a time when you had to work with a challenging student with special educational needs?
Ooh, the classic behavioral question. This one can be tricky.
Yeah.
They're trying to assess your experience with difficult situations and how you handle them.
So choose a specific example that showcases your strengths. Walk them through the challenges you faced, the actions you took, and the positive outcome you achieved.
Exactly.
Focus on your ability to build rapport with the student, collaborate with others, and implement effective strategies.
Right.
So instead of just saying, I had a student who was disruptive in class, you might say, I had a student with ADHD who struggled to stay focused and often interrupted lessons. I worked with him to create a personalized behavior plan, which included frequent movement breaks and visual aids to help him stay on task.
Right.
Over time, we saw significant improvements in his behavior and academic engagement.
That's much better.
Okay.
It shows you understand the student's needs, proactive, and you can implement effective strategies.
Right.
They might follow up by asking, what were the biggest challenges you faced in this situation? Or what did you learn from this experience?
It's all about showcasing your ability to handle difficult situations with empathy, professionalism, and focus on positive outcomes.
Right.
Remember, they're looking for someone who can lead a team and make a difference.
Absolutely. And that leads us to another important question.
Okay.
How do you ensure that teachers are equipped to support students with special educational needs in their classrooms?
Okay, so here's where your leadership skills really shine.
Yes, they do.
It's about empowering your team and providing them with the tools and knowledge they need to succeed.
Absolutely. Think about the professional development opportunities you've offered in the past.
Yeah.
Have you organized workshops on specific learning disabilities?
Okay.
Provided training on assistive technologies?
Right.
Offered mentorship programs? Be ready to share specific examples of the impact they had on your team.
And it's not just about one-off training, right?
It's not.
It's about creating a culture of ongoing learning and support.
Exactly.
Maybe you've established a resource library for teachers, or you've encouraged peer-to-peer mentoring.
Precisely, you want to demonstrate that you're invested in your teacher's professional growth.
Yeah.
Because that directly translates into better outcomes for students.
That makes sense.
They might even ask you, how do you assess the effectiveness of your professional development initiative? Or how do you address resistance to change from staff?
So be prepared to discuss your approach to gathering feedback, measuring teacher growth, and adapting your strategies based on data.
Yes.
This is where those data-driven leadership skills come in.
You're demonstrating that you're not just implementing programs, you're ensuring that they have a real impact.
Now, RoleCatcher mentions the importance of certifications.
Yes.
Like Certified Special Education Teacher or Certified School Administrator.
Right.
How do these fit into the picture?
These certifications demonstrate your commitment to professional growth and specialized expertise.
Right.
They can give you a real edge in the job market, especially for leadership roles like head teacher.
That makes sense.
They show potential employers that you've invested in developing your skills and knowledge.
Okay, so if you have these certifications, definitely highlight them.
Highlight them.
It's about demonstrating your dedication to the field.
Exactly.
Now let's move on to another crucial question that focuses on student progress.
All right.
How do you ensure that students with special educational needs are making progress and achieving their goals?
So this question is all about data and individualized approaches. Be ready to discuss how you use assessment data to track each student's progress. Identify areas where they need extra support and adapt teaching strategies accordingly.
So it's not just about hoping for the best.
It's not.
It's about systematically monitoring progress and using data to guide your decisions.
Exactly.
And IEPs are a key part of this process, right?
Absolutely. You'll want to reiterate your expertise in implementing and reviewing IEPs, ensuring that they're truly individualized and tailored to each student's unique needs and goals.
It sounds like the interviewer is looking for someone who is both passionate and analytical.
Absolutely.
Someone who can champion individual students while also keeping an eye on the big picture.
Exactly. You're showing them you can balance those individual needs with overall school goals, ensuring that everyone is moving forward together.
Now, let's talk about how RoleCatcher can help you nail these interview questions. I mean, this platform isn't just about finding jobs, right?
It's not.
It's got some pretty incredible AI-powered features.
You're right. RoleCatcher can be your secret weapon for interview prep.
Okay.
One of its most impressive features is the AI-powered feedback on interview answers.
Oh, wow.
You can record yourself answering common questions like the ones we've discussed, and the AI will analyze your delivery, your content, and even your tone of voice.
Hold on. It actually listens to you practice.
It does.
It's amazing.
It provides personalized feedback, suggesting ways to strengthen your answer and boost your confidence. It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
That's incredible. And I've heard they have a feature for practicing video interviews, too.
Yes. The video practice feature allows you to simulate the real interview experience.
Oh, wow.
And get feedback on your body language, your eye contact, and your overall presentation.
So you can iron out any nervous habits?
Yes.
And make sure you're projecting confidence and professionalism?
Exactly.
Okay, that's seriously impressive.
It is.
I mean, who wouldn't want that extra edge?
It's all about giving you the tools you need to succeed.
Now let's get back to the interview questions.
Okay.
This next one from RoleCatcher is about inclusivity beyond the classroom.
All right.
How do you ensure that students with special educational needs are included in school-wide initiatives and activities? So this question is about ensuring that every student feels like they belong in the school community.
You do.
Regardless of their abilities.
Regardless of their ability.
They're looking for concrete examples of how you've adapted activities, promoted inclusion, and fostered a sense of belonging for all students.
So think about things like adapting sports days to be more inclusive, ensuring school plays have roles for students with diverse abilities, and offering clubs and activities that cater to a range of interests and needs.
Exactly. It's about creating a school environment where everyone has the opportunity to participate and shine.
And they might ask about the challenges you've faced in promoting inclusion on a school-wide level, right? They want to see how you've handled resistance from staff or parents, how you've secured resources for adaptations, and how you've creatively solved problems to ensure that everyone feels included.
It's about demonstrating your commitment to inclusivity?
Yes.
Not just as a value.
It is.
But as an actionable plan.
Precisely.
Now, this next question from RoleCatcher's Guide touches on something we haven't discussed yet, technology. It asks, how do you see the role of technology evolving in special education? And how would you integrate it into your leadership as a head teacher?
That's a great question. Technology has the potential to revolutionize special education.
Wow.
Allowing us to personalize learning like never before.
It's like we're moving from a one-size-fits-all model to a bespoke education system. Where each student's learning journey is truly personalized.
Exactly, and that's incredibly powerful.
Wow.
It means we can help every student reach their full potential, regardless of their challenges or starting point.
It's about empowering students to become active participants in their own learning. Giving them the tools and support they need to thrive.
And as a head teacher, you're the architect of that learning environment. You set the tone, you foster a culture of innovation, and you champion the use of technology to enhance learning for all.
So as you prepare for this interview, think about specific technologies you're excited about and how you would implement them in the school.
Maybe you're passionate about assistive technologies like text-to-speech software or visual aids that help students with communication or mobility challenges. Or perhaps you're interested in virtual reality tools that create immersive learning experiences for students with autism.
It's interesting.
Whatever your area of interest, be prepared to share your vision with the interview panel. Show them your forward-thinking approach and how you would use technology to create a more inclusive, supportive, and engaging learning environment. This is your chance to showcase your leadership qualities, your passion for innovation, and your understanding of how technology can transform the lives of students with special needs.
And remember, RoleCatcher is there to support you every step of the way, from finding the perfect job to acing that interview.
Absolutely.
Their platform is packed with resources.
It is.
From career guides to AI-powered interview prep tools. So make sure you take full advantage of what they offer.
Absolutely.
Now let's continue exploring some more interview questions that might come up.
All right.
This next one focuses on a critical aspect of school leadership, budgeting. It asks.
This next question gets into the nitty-gritty of managing resources. How would you approach budgeting for special educational needs within a limited school budget?
The budget question.
Yes.
This is where they're assessing your financial management skills and your ability to prioritize the needs of students with special needs.
It's a balancing act. You need to demonstrate an understanding of the various funding streams that are available.
Okay.
The legal requirements for providing special education services.
Right.
And how to allocate resources effectively to meet those needs.
So how can you approach this question in a way that showcases your expertise and your commitment to supporting students with special needs?
Start by highlighting your understanding of the different funding sources.
Okay.
Mention things like government grants, charitable donations, and partnerships with local organizations.
Yeah.
Show them that you're resourceful and you know how to tap into various avenues to secure funding.
That makes sense.
It's about being proactive and exploring all options.
Exactly.
Then talk about your process for assessing needs and prioritizing resources.
Right.
How would you identify the most pressing needs within the school? How would you involve teachers, parents, and specialists in the decision-making process?
So it's not just about crunching numbers. It's about collaboration.
Yes.
And ensuring that decisions are made with the best interests of the students in mind.
Precisely. And don't shy away from discussing the challenges of working with limited resources.
Right.
Be honest about the difficulties, but also highlight your ability to make tough decisions, to think creatively, and to advocate for the needs of your students.
They might even ask follow-up questions like, how would you handle a situation where a student's IEP requires resources that exceed the available budget? Or what strategies would you use to make the most of limited funding?
Be prepared for those kinds of scenarios.
Okay.
Show them that you can think critically, problem solve, and prioritize effectively. You might mention things like seeking additional funding sources, exploring cost-effective alternatives, or advocating for policy changes that support increased funding for special education.
It's about demonstrating that you're a strong advocate for your students, even when faced with financial constraints.
Absolutely. Now, RoleCatcher offers a tool that can be incredibly helpful for this type of question. Their AI-powered CV and cover letter builder.
Oh, right. I've heard great things about that feature.
It's a game changer.
Wow.
You simply input the job description, and the AI analyzes the specific skills and experience they're looking for. Then it helps you tailor your CV and cover letter to highlight those key areas.
So instead of sending out generic applications, you're presenting a highly targeted and personalized package that speaks directly to the employer's needs.
Exactly. It significantly increases your chances of getting noticed.
That's good.
And making it past that initial screening process.
I love how RoleCatcher is leveraging technology to empower job seekers.
Me too.
It's like having a personal career assistant guiding you every step of the way.
It really is. Now, let's move on to another question from RoleCatcher's interview guide that touches on a sensitive but crucial topic, safeguarding. It asks, how would you ensure the safety and well-being of students with special educational needs within the school environment?
Safeguarding is paramount.
It is.
Especially when working with vulnerable students.
Absolutely.
This is where they're assessing your understanding of policies, procedures, and your commitment to creating a safe and supportive environment for all students.
Start by demonstrating your knowledge of relevant safeguarding legislation and policies. Mention specific acts or guidelines that apply to your region and highlight your experience in implementing those policies within a school setting.
So it's not just about saying, I care about student safety.
It's not.
It's about showing them you understand the legal framework.
You do.
And how to put those principles into action.
Exactly. Then discuss the specific measures you would implement as head teacher. Talk about things like regular staff training on safeguarding procedures, creating a clear reporting system for concerns, and fostering a culture of vigilance and open communication.
It's about creating an environment where students feel safe to speak up. Where staff are trained to recognize and respond to potential risks, and where everyone takes responsibility for safeguarding.
Right. You might also mention strategies for addressing specific vulnerabilities that students with special needs might face. For example, students with communication difficulties might need alternative ways to report concerns.
That makes sense.
While students with mobility impairments might require additional support in emergency situations.
It's about being proactive and anticipating potential risks.
It is.
Not just reacting to them after the fact.
Exactly. And remember, this is an opportunity to showcase your leadership skills. Talk about how you would empower staff. Foster a culture of safeguarding. And ensure that everyone is working together to protect the well-being of all students.
I bet they'll also want to know how you would handle specific safeguarding situations.
They would.
Like a disclosure of abuse or a bullying incident.
Be prepared for those kinds of scenario-based questions. They want to see that you can think on your feet, follow proper procedures, and make sound judgments to protect the safety and well-being of students.
It's about demonstrating that you have the experience, the knowledge, and the confidence to handle these sensitive situations with professionalism and compassion.
Absolutely. Now remember, RoleCatcher's AI-powered feedback tool. It can be a game changer when it comes to practicing your answers to these types of relationship building questions. You can record yourself responding to different scenarios and get personalized feedback on your communication style, your ability to convey empathy and understanding, and your approach to collaboration and problem solving.
That's a great tip.
It is.
It's one thing to know the procedures, but it's another to be able to articulate them confidently and reassuringly.
It is.
In a high-pressure situation like an interview.
Practice makes perfect. And RoleCatcher's AI can help you refine your answers and boost your confidence.
Now let's move on to a question that focuses on building relationships and collaborating with various stakeholders. RoleCatcher's guide highlights this as a crucial skill.
It is.
For a head teacher.
Yes. This next question from RoleCatcher focuses on a crucial aspect of leadership, building relationships, and working with various stakeholders. It asks, how would you foster strong relationships with parents, teachers, and other professionals involved in supporting students with special educational needs?
So this question is all about collaboration and communication, right? They want to see that you understand the importance of building strong partnerships with everyone involved in a student's education.
It's about creating a team approach where everyone is working together to support the student's success.
Exactly. Start by discussing your approach to communication. How would you ensure regular and effective communication with parents? Would you hold regular meetings, send out newsletters, or utilize online platforms to share information and updates?
It's about being accessible, transparent, and proactive in keeping everyone informed.
Then talk about how you would build strong relationships with teachers. How would you create a culture of collaboration and support within the school? Would you implement peer mentoring programs, professional learning communities, or regular opportunities for teachers to share best practices?
It's about fostering a sense of shared responsibility and empowering teachers to feel confident and supported in meeting the needs of students with special needs.
Exactly. And don't forget about the other professionals involved in supporting students, such as therapists, counselors, and social workers. How would you ensure effective collaboration and communication with these external partners?
It's about recognizing that everyone brings valuable expertise to the table and working together to create a holistic and coordinated support system for the student.
They might even ask follow-up questions, like, how would you handle a situation where there are disagreements between parents and teachers about a student's needs? Or, what strategies would you use to build trust and rapport with parents who are hesitant to engage with the school?
Those are great points. Be prepared to discuss your conflict resolution skills and your ability to navigate complex situations with sensitivity and professionalism. It's about finding common ground, respecting different perspectives, and always putting the student's best interests at the heart of the conversation.
Absolutely. Now remember, RoleCatcher's AI-powered feedback tool. It can be a game changer when it comes to practicing your answers to these types of relationship-building questions. You can record yourself responding to different scenarios and get personalized feedback on your communication style, your ability to convey empathy and understanding, and your approach to collaboration and problem solving.
It's like having a virtual coach helping you refine your interpersonal skills and present yourself as a confident and effective communicator.
Exactly. It's a fantastic resource for honing your interview skills and boosting your confidence.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? We've explored the key responsibilities of a special educational needs head teacher, delved into some challenging interview questions, and even discussed how RoleCatcher's AI-powered tools can give you a real edge in your job search.
Yeah, it's been a really comprehensive deep dive.
I hope our listener feels more prepared and confident in tackling their upcoming interview.
Me too. Remember, you have a wealth of experience and passion to offer. Showcase your expertise, highlight your commitment to inclusivity, and let your leadership skills shine through.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher is there to support you every step of the way. Their platform is an invaluable resource for anyone navigating the world of special education careers.
So explore their career guides, utilize their AI-powered tools, and tap into their vast network of resources.
Go out there and make a real difference in the lives of students with special needs.
We believe in you.